Welcome everybody to episode number 4, part 3 with Kris Dutkiewicz. So I finally got Kris a coffee. He's good to go for a little bit longer, and we're going to get into some of the lighter side of things. We're going to talk about wheelchair humor. We're going to talk about pool jumping. We're going to talk about quite a few things. So I'm sure you've enjoyed the first 2 parts to this episode, and this one kind of wraps it all up and puts a bow on it. So without further ado, let's get going with Kris.
Welcome to the Green Effect Podcast. Finance, life, business, and everything in between. And now, your host, Stephen Green.
Okay, well, intermission is done. Kris has his coffee. For people who are watching on YouTube, you can see but he's got his coffee, so we're good for another 3 hours. Okay, well, maybe, an hour and a bit, maybe, but you got to refill that thing. Bigger cups next time. Okay, so talk to me about Krippled Weeds. So we got to tell the story when you first met Tracy and I. You're in our backyard. You're in your wheelchair. You hand us the business card, and what happens?
Well, most people, this is how I judge people if I really want to work for them or not, is by their reaction to my business cards. I'm in a wheelchair. My business name is Krippled Weeds. It's pretty funny, I think. People say I have a sick sense of humor, but if you don't laugh at that because I'm poking fun at it, probably don't want to work for you.
And you got to giggle from Tracy and I,
yeah,
for sure. But then we looked at you, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, we think it's funny because of everything.
That's right.
Does he think it's funny? But you must have, because you came up with a name.
Well, yeah. My wife, Crystal, actually named the business.
Okay.
Right? She was like, that's great. I was like, yeah, it is great. That's definitely what my business name will be next year. We talked about it last year. And I went through with it. Like, even when I was getting my business number, the lady just looked at me and just like, we're in a government office, so she wants to laugh. And she literally just was like,
big smile.
Yeah. And she drew a happy face on my thing, like actually on my paperwork. There's a happy face drawn from her.
What do you do, right?
Yeah, right?
What do you do?
She has to be politically correct. She can't bust a gut, even though she thinks it's hilarious. So, but yeah, it's a really good way to judge people. Yeah. If they can't get that, I'm going to say stuff around their property they ain't going to like.
Yeah, true.
Like I talk to my legs when I'm working sometimes because sometimes they don't work.
Arguments?
Yes.
Hardcore discussions.
Yeah, F you, leg, get over here. Like, I was shingling a roof there 2 weeks ago before I went to Calgary.
Shingling a roof?
Yeah. I built this shed. Let's call it a shed, okay? I built this thing.
Well, I know you just moved a shed.
Well, that's Lou's shed, but I built this shed here in one of my other clients' backyards.
That's awesome.
Right?
Well, so you're up shingling that.
I was shingling it, okay? I started to slide off the roof. This is Thursday before I go to camp, Yeah. I'm in the air, and I ripped my leg open. Right, see it right there?
Oh, ouch!
Right? That's good looking. Yeah, it doesn't hurt at all right now, but that's gonna be there for the next 3 months, right? And I was like, oh, right. Pretty funny, like,
ouch.
The neighbor there, his name's Guido, and he is 65-year-old Italian guy. And he just shakes his head at me. Kris, I don't understand. You're crawling up that ladder. What are you doing? I got to shingle that roof, Guido. You're more active than me and my legs work, right? I was like, yeah, I understand that, Guido. You
lazy bum.
I'm 40. You're 65. You cut your lawn still. Good for you, man. Like, come on. He's like, you do more. I have to keep up now. My wife just points at you when you're out there working. Makes me feel like crap. Oh, maybe you got to do some more then. And he's like, I was like, or you could just pay me to do it,
Put that business hat on.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's my rates.
Yeah, like, that's the nice thing about word of mouth business with Krippled Weeds is, one, I tend to work for people's friends, especially if they like my work, right? Two, you tend to work for people's neighbors, because I'd much rather have 4 houses in a row that
Makes sense.
I can literally go bing, bang, boom, and fly through 4 houses, or, you and Lou are pretty close, not even a minute drive sort of deal. That's pretty ideal for me.
Yeah.
I don't have to drive all over KW to get one quiet to the next.
Yeah, well, especially with ours, you were moving plants from one to another. We were moving them back and forth.
Well, and that's it, right? They were nice enough to give you all those plants because, I don't know, if I went and bought all those plants for you, I don't think you'd want to see what the bill was.
I know. I know.
Like, I tried to figure it out one night, and it was, for what I brought over there, it probably was between $600 and $1,000 worth of plants.
Wow.
And you had a lot in your garden already, and I took stuff to the dump. I took stuff to other clients because the other client was like, just put it under my tree. I was like, okay. Like, she has a hedge.
Yeah.
With the bottom is not filled in. So literally now it's tiger lilies and whatever else there was. I literally just dug a hole, threw it in, said if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, oh well. And she's like, I'll water it, don't worry.
Yeah, they owe us anyway because they always show up at our pool to go swimming, so whatever. They owe us a few trees and bushes.
Well, you don't go over to their place and use their hot tub?
Nah, no, not really. We have a heated pool, right?
Yeah.
Just jack up the heat, same thing.
I don't know if it's quite the same thing.
Yeah, I'll get a random text. We're coming over. All right, see you in the backyard.
Well, at least they
text.
Yeah.
Right? They don't climb over our fence, right, Chris?
Yeah. Hey, you never pool jumped as a kid?
No, I never pool jumped as a kid. What is
you
pool
weren't,
jumping?
You weren't living then, Steve.
What is pool jumping?
Oh, it's where, you and your buddies throw your trunks on, and you just fence hop until you find a pool.
Oh my gosh!
And then you hang out at that pool till the owners come kick you out, and then you just go on to the next. Like in Dune, when I grew up, a lot of people had pools.
In Dune, yeah, absolutely.
There's quite a few little hidden neighborhoods in Dune too, right? Where their backyards are all bush lined, right? You just walk along the fence in the bush. Oh, a pool! Yeah. We knew everybody who had a pool. We'd ride our bikes around on the front first, see if the cars are there. The James house, empty. So same with the Bernie's house. Let's go. Well,
cameras are going to my backyard.
Yeah. You never did that, really?
No, I never did that. People would say, hey, would you like to come over and swim in my pool? I would love to. Thank you. I will be there shortly.
Oh, no.
We did that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Weird, I know, but...
The neighbor right behind my parents' place, they had a pool. I remember getting home when I was 19 from the bar at 2 a.m, drunk as a skunk, just stripping ass down and...
Into the pool.
Hopping the fence and going over to the neighbor's house and splashing around at 2 a.m, right? Because my mom wouldn't think it was me. She would just yell at the kid that lived there. And they couldn't hear anything from their house, but where their pool was, you could hear everything in our house.
Yeah.
Right? Someone was in the pool, you knew it in our house. So
I go to bed pretty early, so I don't know. Maybe Lou's been in my pool buck naked. I have no idea. But okay, moving on. Deal with that problem later. So a standard thing in our show. Give me, and this one I'm sure will be good. Give me your top 5 awkward moments or best jokes you have come up with your wheelchair, because I've heard a couple, and I know you got more material.
Well, this wheelchair jokes aside, okay, I'm sitting down for this one.
I won't get up.
Yeah,
I won't get up.
I tried not to do it, but me and Crystal went to a wedding well over a year ago now. And I just looked at her cousin Ryan, who's like a brother to me and her. I just looked at him and went, just so you know, I'm dropping wheelchair jokes all night. And he went, what? I went, we gotta have some fun at this wedding. Like, it's a lot of stuffiness at this wedding. It was very, let's just say my wife's family, they love to hate each other. Okay, that's the kind of family it is. So we're literally segregated. There's one of the families in the very back corner, some of the other families in the other very back corner. We're right up front. Right? Okay, we see where we stand with this family. All right, perfect. And I started dropping jokes. Literally, we was at Three Bridges. I've been out there in Elmira or St. Jacobs or whatever.
No.
Yes, St. Jacobs.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, they got this nice waterfall. During the ceremony, Steven, it must be nice to walk up there. As they're walking up the aisle. And I'm not saying it quietly just so that the four of us can hear it. We're outside.
Because it's usually pretty quiet at that point.
Yeah. And I'm leaning back in my like this, and I got my arm around Crystal. I'm like, oh, look at those shoes. I wish I could walk in them. And like literally, and we 1, 2, 3, and we started counting. So this isn't really a joke. It's just how this all started over a year ago. And so yeah, by the time the ceremony was over, I was up to about 40. Like, while he was talking, like, doing the ceremony.
Yeah.
Like, do you take her? And, like, in one of their vows, they talked about running on the beach. And I was like, that's it!
That's it. I'm offended.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Right? And I'm not the only person in a wheelchair there, too. And the other two people in the wheelchairs are just like, I can't believe you're saying that. Oh, how rude. That was the great night. And the best joke there, we were sitting at a table, and it was me and Crystal, Ryan and Krista, and the girls had just left. Yeah. And we had been put at this table because we like to smoke.
Fair enough.
Okay? And the one girl was like, oh, I can't wait to do some dancing later on. And I had never met her, ever. And I just looked at her and went, rub it in. Ryan just... he was drinking coffee. It was all over the table. She didn't. She was just, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, 58. That's all. 58. She was like, what? And I'm like, I've been doing it since we started, and we're going for at least 400 or 500. And she just was like dumbfounded. I didn't see her the rest of the night. Like, she didn't come back to our table to eat. She went somewhere else to eat.
Yep.
And, like, they put her plate there. I was like, coming back? I'll eat that. Like, and, like, they were, like, doing the, the line where you dance down the line.
Yes, yep.
And I got out, and I was like, oh, yeah? And I grabbed my pant legs, and I'm wearing dress pants.
And the legs are flying.
I just throw my legs. I'm like, yeah, that's what wheelchair dancing's all about. And again, everyone was just like, the four of us are just like, just peeing our pants at this point, right?
Yeah.
Rolling. But so that's the origins of the wheelchair jokes.
Wheelchair jokes. Okay, got it.
And now it's even better when I don't know you, truthfully.
I know it. Like, it rolls off better.
Yeah, and the reaction's so much more genuine.
It is because you as someone who has heard the jokes, it's like you don't know, have I overstepped, have I said this, and you don't know if you've actually offended you, right?
Yeah.
Like the one I was saying there with Andrea, when she you went into the store, you guys were talking, and she said, no, you said, here, have a seat, sit down beside me. She goes, no, I'll stand. And you're like, well, show off. Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But we know you, so it's funny from a different angle.
That's right.
If she didn't know you, it'd be totally different.
And I prefer, if they laugh, they probably understand a little bit better. If they're just offended right away, it's like, maybe you're just too easily offended.
Yes. Yeah, and that does happen, right? That does happen.
Big time. But yeah, that's how it started. Even Port Dover. I a Sea-Doo into town from the marina, right, to get coffee a lot of the time. So I take my wheelchair right on the back of the Sea-Doo. I tie it on, and I bet you it's a spectacle, and
Same as when you're working on a house. People are just watching, right?
and
it's not normal,
I pull up,
whatever that is.
Yeah, I pull up and I untie my chair and I throw it onto the shore, right, and climb up in it. Oh, do you need help? Do you need help? I was like, doctor said they can't help me. I can't walk.
Come on.
And we're talking about elderly people that are retired and they're sitting on the pier, right? and they're walking up with their cane. They're trying to help me. It's all right. Okay. All right.
Well, I remember seeing you. So people will probably now hear how lazy I am, but when I had to pick up and drop off Tracy and Kyle at the gym after I was done at Starbucks for the hour when they were working out, and I remember seeing you outside. And I remember I would sit there because I was waiting for them to come out or whatever. And you just take your wheelchair up into the pickup truck, into the car. And I just remember watching.
Yeah.
Right. And I think back on it now and I'm like, it's not, quote, normal like that. Yeah. Where's the wheel trans, right? How is he driving the car? People they don't know.
No,
right?
Exactly.
They don't, and again, it comes back to that understanding. And, you have gone that kind of full circle of, yeah, it's a wheelchair. Well, whatever. I mean, I garden. I do, or not garden. I say landscape. That's not gardening what you do. That's landscaping. I landscape. I do this. I do that. You think nothing of it. Everyone else, there you are going out at the front of the yard. You stop and watch, right? So it's, I get it. That part I get.
It's a curse sometimes too, though. Sometimes you're working and you don't want to talk to someone. Trying to work.
Yeah, true.
Well, you see, my clients do it to me all the time. You don't want to pay to talk to me. Talk to me at the end of the day or the beginning of the day. Yeah. If you want to talk to me in the middle of the day and I stop working for a half hour, I'm not off the clock. You're paying to talk to me now. You can tell me how your day is all you want, but if it's not relevant to this job site, you should maybe just let me get back to work. We can talk afterwards.
Yeah.
People,
That's true.
You've been good. Lou's been good. You guys, I never see you guys usually. That's the kind of client.
Because you're hopping my fence when I'm not there. That's why.
That's right. That's right. I've been there one too many times, I bet.
Yeah.
Maybe I got cameras in your backyard now.
Huh?
Oh.
I got something to do tonight. Okay, Kris, I really appreciate you coming out. Listen, shameless plug time. How can people get a hold of you? They want to talk about landscaping, work they need done. How do they get a hold of you?
I guess.
I know you don't have a website.
Yeah, I don't have a website.
I know you have a phone number.
Yeah, and it's just my cell phone number.
All right, what is it? Go ahead.
It's 5. Wow, just email me. I'll get back to you in 5 days. It's Krippled Weeds, all one word.
With a K.
With a K, yes.
Yep. The crippled part's with a K.
Yeah, at gmail.com. It's pretty simple.
Perfect.
Simple.
You have cards, don't you?
Of course.
Look at you.
Look at that.
You're like a real business.
Can you see that? No, it's way too big over there.
Yeah, the card I got from you was folded in 8 pieces.
Well, that's what happens when my wife cleaned my truck. It's crazy.
There's stuff you just didn't know you had.
I thought it had brown interior. It's gray. Who knew? Maybe I knew when I bought it was gray, but I knew it was going to be brown. Eventually. And then I started landscaping. It became brown real fast, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Krippled Weeds at Gmail. 519-577-1909 if you really want to get a hold of me. If you have a private number, I'm not going to answer.
I don't do that either. Because I don't know who it's California trying to sell me a trip or something like that.
I've been getting the Canadian Revenue Agency guy calling me all the time. If you don't call us, we're going to get the RCMP to come to your workplace and arrest you. Oh, do that. Yeah.
It's become a big issue.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I get the phone calls too.
And it's horrible that the government's not going to call you if they owe you money and be like, hey, you owe us money. They're going to send you a letter. They're going to send you a certified letter if it's a big thing, and you're going to have to sign for it. If they don't send you that, don't worry about it. They're dumb.
We have a lot of people, though. It's, and unfortunately, they hit the very vulnerable sector, right? The seniors and.
Oh, they got Dan, my employee. They got him.
Did they really?
They got him. We were at Lou's house, and he was like, "I just got this horrible message to CRA." I was like, "It's a scam, but call him back. Let's play up to this." And he was panicking and worrying. I was like, "One, Dan. Tony, who sounds like he's in East India, is not going to have anyone. We're private contractors. Come to our business. Come and arrest us. Please call the RCMP right now."
Yep. I'm right here. Here's my address.
Yes. Let them come, Dan. See if they come arrest you. You know?
Oh, man.
Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure, Dan. That scam's been going on since pre-cell phones and pre-internet.
Yeah. Dan's a good guy, too.
Oh, yeah.
But I could see how he could maybe
he's
get
a
little
family
bit.
man.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Please don't take me. Or take me.
Loved in death.
Yeah.
His wife's the breadwinner.
Yep.
He takes care of his girls, and he loves doing it.
He has 5 daughters, right?
Four daughters.
Oh, my
17
gosh.
to 8.
I have 1. It's enough.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
yeah. And his wife is Laos.
Okay, yep.
So he's got beautiful mixed babies.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed babies are the best looking babies going. Like,
he's got a lot of work on his hands.
yeah, he's going to be like, two of them have boyfriends, you know, but he's a big burly guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't want to cross that man.
No, I know Dan.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
big guy.
Like I don't see him that way, but when he stands next to my wife and hugs my wife and he dwarfs her. Yeah, that's a big guy.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 daughters. Oh, God bless that man. Anyway, Kris, thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. I've been looking forward to this for a while because I know your story is. I mean, obviously, it's unfortunate what happened, but the after is huge, and so thank you very much. So,
quick shameless plug right now. Just if you're going to be in the Calgary area this Saturday, come out to Winsport.
Perfect.
Ryan Straczynski's fundraiser games going on. Cowboys and Sleds.
Tell me more about that.
Right from Humboldt, Crash, Ryan Straczynski. He's a good kid. I've met him a couple times in the hospital. We're going out. He's fundraiser for all the renovations to his house and stuff are underway, and so they're running. Cowboys and Sleds is running a fundraiser with. Come on, think here. They're Orange. You know Orange, the helicopter here, Ontario. The medical helicopters.
Okay, yeah.
Alberta's equivalent. Stars is called. It's called Stars.
Okay.
Is putting this fundraiser together. Funds go to help because he was helicoptered to the hospital from the crash, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a whole bunch of Olympians and TSN personalities. Brett the Hitman Hart is going to be one of the coaches. The list is off the chain for celebrities that are going to be playing in this event. And it's going to help Stars and Straz. So 50-50 split. Half goes towards Stars to help.
Straz
Strong is Ryan Straczynski.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Right? So and half goes towards helping his recovery, I guess. Perfect. Would be the best, right? And our flights have been paid for by a donor to get out to Calgary. We're flying in on the Saturday, playing in the game, flying home the Sunday.
Wow.
It's just a quick trip.
Yep.
But, you know, people were there for me in the hospital, and I might not live in the same province as him, but I got the opportunity to meet Ryan back in May. Good kid. He's a baby again. Mm-hmm. That's one thing, being paralyzed, you don't realize you're an infant.
Yeah,
you have to learn how to go to the toilet again, how to eat again, how to poop again. These are all, it's literally like being a growing baby.
Yeah.
You know, and however fast you recover is however fast you get out of that stage.
Yeah, true.
But Ryan's a good kid and looking forward to it. Love being out in Calgary. It's a quick trip, but hey, it's a good cause.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, have fun with that. That'll be be just a blast.
We can do it on our next one.
There you go.
Yeah. We can talk about that.
I'm
sure if we book in like 6 months, I'll have a whole new range of things
That's right.
to talk about.
We'll have to do it on location, though. Oh, see where this is going, right?
Boat?
Do it on we can do. Yeah, we can do a boat.
We can do
small microphones, man. We can
go out and sit in the middle of the lake and do this. Make everyone out on YouTube.
Until next time, from a boat in the middle of the lake, this is the Green Effect Podcast. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening to part 3 of episode number 4 with Kris Dutkiewicz. And so that wraps up Kris. Took 3 episodes to get everything in, and believe me, it was worth every minute. So I hope you took away something from it. Don't forget to follow me, Facebook and Twitter, RBC Stephen Green. A 5-star review would actually go really far on Apple iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. And until next time, we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for listening to the Green Effect Podcast. Subscribe to this podcast on iTunes or Google Play so you catch the next episode. And don't forget to leave a review. Much appreciated.